At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
Dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Sithcast podcast, a Star Wars podcast where we pretty much talk anything and everything Star Wars. And also to the people tuning in on the Paradox Nerd channel, welcome. We got a special guest tonight, a special show. And Sean, I love using that word special, but seriously, whenever we do one of these shows, it's always special. We got Zach from Diamond Select Toys / Gentle Giant. Zach, it's been a while since we did one of these, so welcome back.
Thank you for having me back. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, and it was great to kind of hang out with you at San Diego Comic-Con, and I just want to say I give you a lot of credit for doing these cons because not a lot of people know the behind the scenes stuff, what happens, when the attendees are not there. It's a lot of work, and very exhausting. So, welcome to the show. So I just want to get to know you as we want to get to know you as a Star Wars fan, Star Wars collector. So we usually ask our guests that come on the show their top 3 favorite Star Wars movies of all time.
I think Empire or Return of the Jedi is definitely up there at the top. I like Return of the Jedi. I know some people would put it under Empire, but it's got a lot of fun stuff in it, and a lot of I like a lot of the the costumes and the set pieces and all that. Empire, and then probably Rogue One is probably up there in the top 3. Yeah, it's a really good movie.
That's crazy, right? Like I just can't believe that it like a new post Lucas like Star Wars film has knocked the top 3 trilogy out of. It's that good. That's crazy. So.
And it's gaining traction because of the Andor show too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hype around it right now.
But the original Star Wars, of course, is up there as well. I hate to put it underneath anything, but the filmmaking just matured as it went along, and I think it just when you get to people say Empire is one of the best, but I think Jedi has a lot of great stuff too.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, did you watch the Light and Magic special on Disney Plus?
No, I didn't see that. I've just finished up watching ObiWan. I'm a little behind the schedule on that, but
okay.
I haven't watched the Light and Magic. No.
What'd you think of the new Obi-Wan show?
I thought it had some good stuff. Not everything that happened was my cup of tea, but I think everything involving Obi-Wan himself I enjoyed. I mean, Ewan McGregor is great, and he's just grown into that role. I was hoping to have a lot more with Luke, but maybe we'll get that in
season 2.
In season 2, yeah. Now that he's settling down in the desert with Qui-Gon. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? That's actually been the case, with this show. A lot of people, thought it was okay. There were certain things that fans didn't like and certain things that they really, really liked. For me, the absolute best episode is the last one when they were facing off, and there was a lot of raw emotions, just like in the Revenge of the Sith movie.
PJ, remind me, is that the one where Vader got beat?
Oh my god! By the way, Zach, Sean's a big. He's a big Obi-Wan fan. I'm a big Anakin Vader fan. But yes, we go, back and forth who would win. But obviously, Kenobi has beaten Vader 3 times already.
Grievous. The list goes on.
Yeah.
Hey, Vader gets the last laugh. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, it's not
He
like
did.
you know,
He did sacrifice himself for the greater good.
Yeah.
but the final battle, Obi-Wan versus Vader. I mean, that's a definitive win by Vader, right?
Oh, when he disappears?
Yeah, when he
Yeah,
cuts him in
Kenobi.
half, you know.
Well, that was
Yeah.
the sacrifice Obi-Wan made. He was just like,
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm
right.
done.
Like, we
Take me
forgot.
down. Yeah, he
That was a
raises up.
wimpy way to go.
Vader's
Sean.
going to count it as a win.
It was
He's gonna count it as a
noble.
win.
I called it coward. Not so disappearing. He's like, oh wait, he's gonna cut me down. Peace.
Later, I'm out.
Yeah, but I just want to just take a quick time out to address the chat. Thank you for everyone tuning in. We got Jose Pius in the house. What's up, Jose?
What's up, Jose?
Always the first one. Thank you,
Yep.
Jose, for tuning in. We got Doc Collector in the house. Punisher XS. We got the Collector #1. What's up, everyone? Doing great. The Collector DT Artman. What's up, DT? We got Logan Kalangi. Logan's
Logan.
actually a loyal supporter for the show. And he is also, I believe, a Knights of the Old Republic fan, which we got some good stuff to talk about that a little bit later. And Funky Cold Santa. What's up, Funky Cold? And we got McFly. McFly!
Hello, McFly. Every
Hello,
time I see
McFly.
his name, I know. I think Back to the Future.
Yeah, and then Punisher XS says, I love the Obi-Wan show as well. All right, so Zach, let's get to know some of your collecting habits. I know I follow you on Instagram, and I see a lot of like amazing pictures that you do with some of the figures that you do collect. What is like, one of your favorite like IPs you collect, or any figures that you love collecting?
I'm a Marvel guy. I mean, I love Star Wars, but I'm definitely a Marvel guy. I'm a sucker for the MCU, and I don't keep up with the comics as much as I used to. In my 20s and early 30s, but it was a big part of my life for a long time. So I'm still invested in it. I know all the characters, and when a new one shows up, I'm like, ooh, that's really cool. So the Marvel Select line is kind of near and dear to my heart. I take a lot of pictures with them, but I also get a lot of the gallery dioramas. They're a lot of fun to shoot. They're already posed, so half my job is done. Taking pictures of them. But I do play around with some of the Star Wars Selects as well. The Stormtroopers are fun. I like to mix up the sequences and have like Stormtroopers versus Lord of the Rings or versus Juggernaut and stuff like that. And I'm big into Minimates, which are, I know I'm saying all DST stuff, but that's pretty much, we make so much stuff, that's pretty much all I collect. Minimates are the little 2-inch figures that we do, and I'm a big fan of those. We've been doing Marvel ones for 19 years now. Minimates have been around for 20 years, but the Marvel line's 19 years old, and we just put out a really great Fantastic Four set, and we just brought over a few of this set that really only came out in the UK, a Deadpool and a Logan. We managed to get some of those into the US through one of our partner retailers, Luke's Toy Store. And so he's been selling some of those, which a lot of people have been looking for. But we've been doing a lot more Minimates, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Power Rangers. We just put out a set of Ninja Turtles, or we're just about to. We're doing a lot of stuff with the Minimates. We're going to be announcing, revealing. I've kind of let the cat out of the bag. Dungeons and Dragons cartoon Minimates.
Wow!
Nice.
I think we're going to reveal
Wow!
those
Oh my gosh!
October. Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, and Zach, when we first started talking, especially, I believe it was at New York Comic Con. There's so many cons that we always run into each other and talk. The one thing I love about Diamond Select Toys is that you guys really like focus on all aspects of a certain IP, certain category, line, whatever you want to call it. Like, for example, we are going to talk Star Wars, but let's talk about some of the things that Diamond Select has to offer to collectors, and not only offer to the collectors, but also offer it at a affordable price. That's one thing I love about your company. It's that, like, you could really collect the line, like complete the line
Yep.
without breaking the bank. And this is one of my favorite lines out there is the animated series X-Men line. I watched this as a kid growing up. It's probably what got me into X-Men, and you guys are killing it. Like seriously killing. I know a lot of high-end not Star Wars, high-end X-Men collectors that are just picking this up because for the fact that they could just complete the line. No one's ever done an animated series like a bus or even a statue. So, oh wow, 2 in stock, running low in that. uh, so, can you tell us a little bit more about like this line here? And is there going to be more, especially since now that Disney Plus has renewed or is going to continue the X-Men animated series story?
Yes, we do have at least one or two more in the pipeline. I'm not sure when or where they'll be offered, but one of them is definitely Beast. I know a lot of people have been asking about Beast. So he's definitely in the pipeline. And a lot of people are asking about Mystique. I don't know if we got a Mystique in the works, but we've done a couple of those. We did Magneto and we did Sabretooth. But yeah, they're a lot of fun, and they're we're trying to keep the price under control. There's been a little bit of cost increase out of China for manufacturing, so we're trying to keep the prices manageable. We had to offer Xavier at a much higher price because of his big old wheelchair.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah, so he's a little bit more expensive than the others, but we're trying to keep prices under control for the line, because that is one thing we really try to do. We try to keep things affordable. We try not to increase prices unless absolutely necessary. Marvel Select is still $30. Some of our action figure lines have actually gone down to $25 in the deluxe format with the window box.
Mm-hmm.
We do the higher end resin stuff, 200, 175, 250, 1/6 scale, 1/7 scale. But the 1/8 scale galleries are and the Legends in 3 Dimensions busts.
These are nice.
I love whoever is doing this line is doing such a great job. Not only for like the Marvel stuff, but for Star Wars as well, which we'll talk about it a little bit later. Like look at this Magneto. Like, oh my gosh. Do you know who sculpted this by any chance? Oh, Joe Allard.
I think it should say there. It was designed by Joe Allard. He designs all of the Legends in 3 Dimensions busts, but I think it might say that at the bottom of the...
Sandro Luis Sampaio, sculpted by Sandro?
Yes. He's actually a new sculptor of ours. That might be the first piece he's done for us. I try to remember everybody's name when I'm getting the information for the write-ups, but I think this is the first Sandro piece. He did a really great job. Rocco Tardamella does a lot of the ones that involve likeness. So he's done Bruce Lee. I think he did The Crow. I think he did The Thing as well. So yeah, we have a bunch of different people who work on them. I'm not sure who did Iron Man. Godzilla is, I think, Jorge Santos. No, I think it might be Santos Souza. I'm not sure about that one. And the G.I. Joe ones, I'm a little hazy on who's doing the G.I. Joe. But
that's true.
But yeah, there's some really nice pieces in that line. The Storm Shadow is beautiful. I have that one next to me here.
So these are half scales,
Yeah, half scale. They're about 10 inches tall.
Okay.
Some people have said that they don't necessarily jive with other companies' half scale lines. They're a little bit smaller. But we did the math, and we think we're in the right in terms of what the size is. But it may be it's not a 1-2 scale, 1-2 scale. Maybe it's maybe the pieces they're looking at are more
full half scale statues.
Well, but I mean, you can do things 1-2. You can have it be half as tall, half as wide, but then you could do half the volume, and it's not necessarily the same scale.
Right.
So we're doing 1-2 scale. And I think it definitely, if we were going bigger, they would definitely be less affordable. That's for sure. So even at 175, 200, I think they're worth the price. I mean, I'll show you. They're pretty big. Here, I'll show you. Come on, Storm Shadow. Come on down. Don't fall down, everything. I mean, it's a pretty good sized piece.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it looks good too.
So it's this one's really beautiful. The back is even the best part.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, I
That's
love
pretty...
Storm Shadow too.
Yeah.
That one's
We got
nice.
Destro coming up. I think we got a Snake Eyes in the pipeline as well.
Yeah, you gotta get Snake Eyes when you got Storm Shadow.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. We're focusing on the ones that have really cool masks and stuff. Just because, it's when you're sculpting a human face, just unadorned, just straight on, then, you got people saying, well, that's not really how I envisioned the character, so I'm going to pass on it. But when you got somebody in a mask, it's a lot easier to say, yes, that's the character I remember. That's the character I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look at this thing. No pun intended. Look at this thing. It's
It's thing.
It's the thing. It's great. I mean, obviously you release the thing. Will you be releasing the rest of the team? Because that would be such an easy way to complete that line.
I think if it does well, we'll do more. I don't know if we have a Torch in the works. He would be a really great one to do, especially if we did him translucent like the Select figure. But an Invisible Woman would be great. Just to do one Invisible would be really great.
Oh my gosh,
save on paint applications on that one.
Yeah, a little clear resin maybe.
Yeah, Reed Richards would be tricky to really show him and his powers, and so it's not just. I guess you could do something with like the base in terms of like
you make him like a Stretch Armstrong. Make him mixed media with the rubber arms.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say just have him stretching slowly stretching his neck. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, having the neck curling around underneath him or something like that. That'd be really cool.
My gosh,
I don't know how many plans we have for that. But if Thing does well, he hasn't shipped yet. But if Thing does well and sell through, if he sells out, then because we do pretty limited runs, we do 1,000 of each of the Legends in 3D. So if he sells out, I can see us wanting to go back to the Fantastic Four. Well, I mean, we did Doctor Doom obviously, but the President Chuck is a big Fantastic Four fan. Also Spider-Man. We've done we did Spider-Man. We did Miles Morales. It'd be nice to do another Spidey. I think the first Spidey is sold out.
PJ, can you click on that Doom, the Doctor Doom right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Doom. Doom is nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's very classic, classic comic Doom, and cartoon Doom, like the ones we saw as a kid. I forgot they did. Fantastic Four did have a animated show, right?
Yeah, in the 90s.
In the 90s, right?
I don't know about the 60s, but the 90s definitely.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine, Ronnie. He's a big Bruce Lee fan, and I believe he did get this. So, Bruce Lee looks really good.
Nice. I like the base too.
Yeah, the base is my favorite.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say the Mortal Kombat line. You guys are killing it with Scorpion and is Sub-Zero. I
think we're sold out of Sub-Zero, so he's not going to pop up there. Him and Spider-Man, and I'm surprised there's still Doctor Doom's left. To be honest, I think we're out of him in the main. This is we have a separate warehouse for the web store where we keep limited quantities of everything, and then we have the main warehouse we ship to retailers and things like that. So I think it's sold out there, so we can't get them more to stores, but we do have a couple left in the website.
I mean, this looks great.
Scorpion, I'm not sure how many we have left of him either.
Yeah, he looks.
Well, I think
awesome.
there's 4 in stock. It says
4.
here.
Okay.
So, and just talk about some other things. I mean, you guys are also killing it with the with the Premier Collection statues. You got the well, here you go. We got the X-Men animated Bishop. Wow. I've been focusing on Star Wars so much that I missed this Bishop. Is there any other ones?
I don't think technically it's based on the animated series. I think it's technically based on the comic book. I'm not sure why it says animated series there. I'll have to look into that. But technically it's just part of the regular X-Men line, like Colossus, Iceman. We did a Juggernaut.
Cyclops. It's a classic look too with his cowl. I guess you could say.
That one was sculpted by Claiborne Moore. He's really great.
Are these 1/10, 1/7?
These are about they're about 1/8, I think.
Okay.
Most of them are 10, 11 inches tall, depending.
Okay, that's good.
So I think they're no, I think you're right. I think they're closer to 1/7 because they're mostly 10 inches taller. So
Okay.
That's one of my favorite pieces right there, the Logan.
Yeah.
The Logan is good. And I do own a couple of the like the Premier Collection statues, and they're number one, they're weighty, if that's a word. They're pretty heavy, and it's like you feel the quality in person. Like pictures don't really do it justice sometimes. You got to see it in person, and that's one thing I was like kind of blown away when I went to a Celebration early this year. And I think we haven't, I don't know if I haven't been to a con where I saw your booth in a while, right? I think it was over like 2 years now. I think the last con where I saw your booth was pre-COVID New York Comic Con. And one thing about these statues is that like they look so much better in person, so much better. Like this one, this Iceman. This is like such a unique piece because it's all clear resin, correct, Zach?
Yes, all clear.
Yeah, and these just look really good. Will you be making more X-Men pieces in this line? Because
yeah, I'm not sure what we have upcoming. I'm trying to think what we've offered recently. Sorry, I was just calling something up here. What did we just offer? We're going to do a Moon Knight gallery that we're going to be showing off later on. But in terms of Premier Collection, I think we are going to do some more Fantastic Four because we've done Thing, a classic Thing, and we've got a Human Torch coming up that's very cool. What else? Marvel Premiere, anything else?
I love this Bullseye, by the way. Such a classic.
Yeah, the Bullseye is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any X-Men in the upcoming next few months, but X-Men always does well for us. So I'm sure we'll get back to it in the near future. We just did Bishop and Colossus kind of back to back.
Well, Bishop looks great.
Yeah.
Like,
I
think
he came out really great.
One of the best Bishop statues I've seen. All right, so let's talk about something on a lesser price point. These are so affordable. The gallery diorama. And I think we're just talking, off air about the Storm. And to be honest, I thought the Storm was a Premier Collection. I think Sean and I were like blown away with the Storm.
Yeah,
because that looked really good. But I'm loving the fact that these are at a great price point. And I know you offer these sometimes at GameStop, correct? And some of the local, like more more popular retailers.
We used to do a lot of exclusive sculpts with GameStop. I think that program is over. But, but we still do gallery dioramas for shopdisney.com. We did a couple. There's your Storm.
Yeah.
We did a couple for Star Wars. We did a couple for Marvel. We just did a really nice classic Loki. There's another one coming up from What If, from the What If series.
Nice.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. We haven't announced that one yet, but that's gonna be really cool. And what else did we do? Oh, we did a Far From Home Iron Spider armor SpiderMan. We also have done some for Walmart as well. We did a Dr. Doom for Walmart, which is really nice. I don't have one handy, but it's a really nice piece that we did through Walmart. I think those are the big retailers we're working with. We had a program with Walgreens where they were carrying our Minimates, but we never did anything.
Oh, okay, yes, I remember that. Yeah.
But Walmart and we'll do stuff with Hot Topic every now and again, exclusive Minimates or Nightmare Before Christmas dolls and stuff like that. I don't know if we've had anything very recently. Shop Disney is a big partner of ours. We do a lot of stuff with them. A lot of Marvel Select, the Marvel Gallery, the Star Wars Select, the Star Wars Gallery.
Well, here's the What If Captain Carter, which looks really good.
Yeah, I was going to say, Zach, Logan's got a question. He wants to know what's the difference between the Premier line and the Gallery Diorama line. Is it just the size?
Well, the Gallery Dioramas are PVC. If it says Gallery Diorama, it's a PVC, which is why the price is $50 to $60. Although Immortal Hulk is a little bit higher. He's $125. He's a big piece. That's a big piece.
Right.
I think Venom is up there. The Venom pool is up there as well. He's kind of big. And then Premier Collection is resin. They
Okay.
are slightly different scales. I believe Premier Collection, for the most part, is 1/7, while Gallery is, for the most part, 1/8. But, you know, every now and then you get a little variation. So, you know, if you wanted to fudge them together in a collection, I think you probably could.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, it's 1/7 and 1/8. This is the difference. But yeah, it's the cost difference is due to the material.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and the one thing too is like, I always tell like my my viewers or listeners is that if you want to like check out Diamond Select toys without breaking the bank, buy one of these like gallery diorama, because you're gonna be blown away. I have the Venom, the Eddie Brock Venom, where he's like transforming or into Venom, or is he like where half of his face was Eddie Brock and his other half was Venom. I was like, this is $50. Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, you get all this for 50? And to be honest, like, I know some collectors are like, oh, well, it's not resin, man. Well, I mean, really, can you tell?
Not when it's sitting on the shelf.
That's when it's if it looks good, it looks good, And
Yeah. Yeah.
and to be honest, like PVC is stronger and in terms of material and less likely to break if it falls down on the floor or anything like that. So less, you don't have to worry about it like when you're getting it shipped to you. You don't have to worry about it like breaking or anything like that. So again, anyone out there, if you're looking into Diamond Select toys, check out this line. I think you guys will be blown away. I'm blown away with this Firestar and the fact that you guys are doing like Spider-Man, I hope, and his amazing friends. I mean, because I grew up with that as. Come on, Sean. You know.
Oh, I know. I watched
used to
that
remember
every
that
Saturday
theme song
morning.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it's so good. I love it.
I could still remember the theme song on my head. I'm playing it right now in my head. It's pretty cool. So with that being said, like just one thing I love about your company, Zach, is that you guys are like really tackling a lot of IPs and characters that we grew up as kids in, and this is a perfect example because I really don't see a lot of like Firestar collectibles.
Yeah, I was just going to say you have a great selection too. So it's not just for the animated. Like you have a great, like I said, a selection where you can just go in and just choose your liking.
Yeah,
it's definitely, we have a lot of licenses. The gallery dioramas, you can see the Sonic there, John Wick, Jean-Claude Van Damme is a new one for us. We've only offered the one so far. Darkwing Duck, we've just offered the one so far. We're going to do one for Gargoyles as well. G.I. Joe, we've got a few. We're going to start doing ones for Transformers as well. Transformers and Power Rangers. So we've got the Green Ranger coming out for pre-order, I think later this month. I think on the 16th, we're going to do pre-orders for the Green Ranger. It's not the classic Green Ranger, it's the new Green Ranger who appeared in the Boom comics. And we're going to be showing off the Gargoyles one at some point. And Transformers, we're going to do classic G1 stuff for Transformers.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Transformers is big.
Yeah, definitely. Transformers is definitely big. And Sonic is becoming like a really popular IP right now. My kids love Sonic. Like the last Sonic movie, like it was actually pretty good. I think Jim Carrey did a pretty awesome job playing Robotnik.
I enjoyed the first one. I still haven't seen the second one. I got the DVD from the library kicking around somewhere. I got to watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty good, Zach. I was actually kind of like shocked because it felt like I was watching a video game, like an actual video game movie. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I really love this line. It's one of my favorite lines. Like I said, you could, right now you could go to Shop Disney, grab some of the stuff. But obviously, the best way is go through Diamond Select Toys and pick up some of these, these amazing pieces. Anything that you guys haven't done yet that you would like your company to tackle at some point?
Oh gosh,
if that's a hard question, you don't have to answer.
No. I mean, one license that always pops up that seems to be a difficult one to get, at least the classic version, is Blade Runner. Blade Runner would be pretty cool to do some of those guys in really
Yes.
dynamic poses. Indiana Jones would be very cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
See how that goes. Legend of Zelda, Logan says that'd be a really great one for this. Yeah. There's a lot of video game stuff that would be good. We don't do a ton of video game stuff, but there's definitely a lot of games where the Sonic game ones came out really great. The movie one is great too, but the Sonic animated style, game style ones are really nice pieces. Very dynamic. So there they are, right there. Yeah, so like I can see a Mario one being very cool for these.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely a Mario. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, Mario would totally like blow this line out of the water because everyone loves Mario.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Oh my gosh.
Sure.
Some of the older games, there's so much, because right now like the retro games are becoming popular again, because there's like Steam decks now. There's emulators where like a lot of like the younger generation is playing some of the old classic arcade games and old classic Nintendo games. So that's pretty cool. That'll be cool if you guys do tackle some of those things. My next thing that I definitely do want to talk about before we jump into Star Wars, and I'm trying to find it, Zach, maybe you could help me out, is the Cobra Kai line. I fell in love with
brands.
those.
You should be able to
here you
get
go.
Cobra Kai. Yeah.
So Cobra Kai, the
Nice.
show is coming up, right? So some of these figures, affordable, but it ships in a really cool packaging, correct?
Well, these are the deluxe versions. They come in a pretty standard window box, with plastic on the front and sides. We did VHS versions for San Diego. Let's see if I can find one here. So they came in the VHS packaging.
I'm gonna zoom in.
yeah.
Oh,
Really cool.
Zach. Oh
VHS
my
style,
gosh.
and you can see the back.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's so cool. So
That's awesome.
nostalgic.
Wow, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
The VHS is a lot of fun. You can see some behind me. We did a John Wick for the San Diego. We did a Bruce Lee. We did a couple for Walmart as well. We did a Crow for Walmart that came out really nice.
Oh
nice.
my gosh. I
And
feel
we're
like
up
I'm
to
in
some
like
more.
Blockbuster right now.
Yeah.
We're putting out some Minimate sets that are VHS style as well, but they're like cardboard sleeve VHS. So you slide the tray out and the Minimates are inside and it looks like a videotape and then you can slide it back in. But the VHS clamshells are a lot of fun. I hope we do more of them. We had a couple more that we were going to do for Walmart and then we ended up not doing them for Walmart. So I'm hoping we'll do them for specialty at some point, but we'll see. We'll see.
Well, so those VHS like packaging is only for San Diego Comic-Con?
Yes, I think we
Okay.
might still have some on the website. Actually, no. If you called up Cobra Kai, so I don't think that they're there anymore. I think we sold out of them.
Yeah.
But it's the same figures as the deluxe versions. You can see we did an Eagle Fang Johnny Lawrence just recently. The littler guys are deforms. They're like little 3-inch collectible figures. But the action figures are great. They're very posable. They come with a support stance. You can have them, doing jumping kicks and stuff like that. They're definitely really cool figures, and the likenesses are really great too.
Yeah, well, I mean, for $25, and for these are 6-inch figures or
7-inch.
7-inch.
All of the action
Wow.
figures we do are 7-inch scale. The Muppets are smaller because they're meant to be in scale to 7-inch humans.
Nice.
But all the human figures we do are 7-inch.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, Cobra Kai is coming up, the show. That'd be cool. And also, quick question: Lord of the Rings is coming up.
Yeah.
Power of the Rings. Would you guys tackle that IP? The Power of the Rings.
We've got Lord of the Rings right now, and we're doing the action figures, and we're going to start doing some gallery dioramas too for Lord of the Rings, classic movie Lord of the Rings. But I'm not sure when or if we're gonna move into Rings of Power. That'd obviously be really great. I haven't watched the first episode yet. I'm looking forward to it. I think
Is it out? Or
I think
is it-
today was the first day of it. I'm 99% sure. So I got to.
oh my gosh!
What
But,
about
but we've got a lot to do for just classic Lord of the Rings. We want to complete the Fellowship with the action figures. and the gallery dioramas, we've got a bunch planned out from the original, trilogy of movies.
What?
So if we end up, moving on to Rings of Power, that'd be really great. But I'm not sure what our plans are at this time.
What about Game of Thrones? Like I could just see the dragons and like that would be really cool.
Game of Thrones would be awesome. I don't know if
Yeah.
we tackle, House of the Dragon yet, but Game of Thrones would be very cool.
Yeah,
Very, very
I think
cool.
so.
Oh yeah, I'm really liking the House of Dragon.
Oh, it's great.
It's great. It was
Yes.
like it's bringing me back to like because obviously a lot of people weren't happy with the last season and how we went, but I believe George R. Martin is really involved with this project, so it feels like he's involved because the one thing with the last season of Game of Thrones is that it lost a lot of traction because it lost a lot of reference material, because he didn't finish writing all the books yet. So
Yeah.
I think this is based off one of his books that it was like a one-off or something like that. And it's really good. So it'd be really cool if you guys decide to tackle that TV show.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
One thing too is I mean, there's so much. I gotta have you back again, Zach. There's so many things
You
we
got a
have
lot,
to
yeah.
because I know right now a lot of the viewers and listeners are probably like, hey, can we get to the Star Wars? So all right, let's get straight to it. So but yes, guys, please check out Diamond Select Toys. Just you could Google it. Sean, can you do me a favor? Could just drop a link for Diamond Select in the chat. And then we're going to get into all the products that Gentle Giant has to offer, in terms of Star Wars characters and products. So let's talk about the Premier Guild, Zach. For the viewers and listeners that are not familiar with the Premier Guild, can you tell us about the any information about it?
Sure. It's we have 2 tiers. The Master and the Apprentice, and if you pay a flat fee for the year, then you get to choose one piece to be included with your membership price, and then I think if you're a Master, you get to choose from a statue, 2 busts, or a jumbo, and if you're an Apprentice, you can choose from the 2 busts or a jumbo, and you also get coupons. Yeah, I think you get a certain number of coupons. You get first access to exclusives that are listed on the site. And you also get access to other exclusives for other conventions and retailers. So,
Wow.
So if you aren't able to get to a convention and you're a member of the guild, you can order the San Diego exclusive off the website, which you wouldn't normally be able to do. So there's a lot of benefits to joining, and of the exclusive of the gift items, the 4 gift items. If you want the other ones, you can still buy them. You don't have to just choose one and that's it. You can buy the other 3 if you want. There's some really cool ones this year. There's a really cool Anakin bust. I believe the jumbo is. Oh gosh, I'm blanking on what the jumbo is. They might have them down at the bottom of this page you're looking at. I'm not sure about that.
Oh, let me scroll back to down. Oh, here you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Here we go. Duh.
The fan choice bust was Barada.
Oh my gosh! Look at that Anakin.
So Barada, and then the cool Anakin.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at that! Come on.
Concept Darth
Holy
Vader
crap.
statue, and then
that's sweet.
jumbos.
Look at that Vader.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm cutting you off. This is like
No,
one
that's
of the
fine.
first. You know what? It blew my mind that I actually didn't scroll down. What a dummy I am. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. Last year's statue was, I think, Concept Stormtrooper.
Oh,
so
that's
this is a nice follow-up to it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Look at that Vader. Holy crap. And seriously, guys, like, I mean, if you were to buy this, like, if it wasn't like a guild, a Premier Collection guild, like, exclusive, it would probably cost you the same price as the membership. So, it's like, I think it's worth it because not only do you get like all these other cool like discounts and other like cool things, benefits, coupons and 15% off non-exclusive item. You get this cool Vader with it. Or
yeah. It's definitely
Anakin
makes sense financially. And if you like the statue, then you're actually getting it for a pretty good price. And if you like the bust, and you go for the lower tier, you're getting it for a pretty good price. So, so it's definitely, worth if you like any of the items, it's worth your while to join. Or if you want to make sure you get something that doesn't sell out, or if you don't get a lot of conventions, it makes a lot of sense to join. So it's a really great program that they offer. They also have a separate program, which is the select free shipping. So if you pay $50 for the year, then all your shipping is free.
Oh, wow.
US only, but it's
nice.
if you order more than 4 or 5 things, then that pays for itself, just across the board.
Sean, come join me, sir.
I know, right?
I'm doing it. Holy crap.
It's worth it for the exclusives, like you said.
Dude, look at that concept Vader, dude.
Yeah, if you were going to buy that, it'd be $150, and then you get all the other perks with it. Yeah,
Sean,
that's great.
I'm sorry. We don't usually enable, but we're going to enable Sean, you got to do it. Do this with me, man. You got to do this with me.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Holy, that's beautiful.
Yeah. And then you got the Jumbo Tuscan.
Yeah. So I definitely do want to tackle the Jumbo figures, because I feel like that's I don't know, but I feel like it's one of your popular lines. But that dark Anakin Skywalker, I'm a big dark Anakin guy. So that's awesome. And this is also Barada. That's awesome.
Last year we did Weequay. Weequay won last year.
Oh, nice.
Or Spaghetti Rook. Spaghetti Rook is his name.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys take a poll in who you want to do for the Premier Guild gift, or
just for one bust a year? We let the members from the previous year vote on the bust for the next year. So, we've had a lot of cool supporting characters that we put up there, but in the past couple of years, it's it's all original trilogy guys who've been winning it.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, absolutely.
The aliens, people love the aliens and the creatures and all that. I think this year we had Mon Mothma. We had an at ATST driver.
Nice.
I forget who else we had. But yeah, the fact that Spaghetti Rook won last year, I was wasn't surprised that Barada won this year.
Yeah, well, that's one thing about Star Wars fans and collectors is that it's okay. Yeah, we like the main characters, but we also love the tertiary characters. It's like,
oh yeah,
CC3. We love. Who else? We like Chopper. Chopper is a main character, though. I don't know.
We need to do more droids in this line. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sean, do it anyway. So let's let's talk about the Star Wars line here, and then we'll go from the newest to the oldest. So can you tell us more about the Jumbo figures?
Sure. Usually they're reproductions of older figures. We're still cranking out figures from that original line, the original 97. I'm a little hazy on the vintage, but people say, oh, they're ignoring the vintage, but we do have a lot of vintage in the works. But we've started doing a lot of never before made characters, like we did Grand Moff Tarkin. We're doing Thrawn. We've done a couple concepts. We did Luke and Vader. We got a Han Solo coming up. We did Darth Maul. So now we're here. We have the Sand Trooper, which I didn't realize until very recently hadn't been done in the original Kenner line. So we're doing a sand. We came up with a vintage look for Sand Trooper, and we're doing him at 12 inches.
Yeah. Now Zach. Does Diamond Select own Gentle Giant, or are you guys partners, or how does that work? Because I know a lot of people might not associate Diamond Select with Gentle Giant. So
Diamond Select, yeah, sure. Diamond Select Toys acquired Gentle Giant Limited, not Gentle Giant Studios, but Gentle Giant Limited in the early months of 2019. So we now make all Gentle Giant Limited products.
Okay.
And I think we're doing a good job. I think there's been some delays due to COVID, which unfortunately, kicked in a year after. First, we had to deal with, catching up with all the stuff that had been offered by the original Gentle Giant Limited that hadn't been produced. So we had to catch up with all that. And then once that all happened, then COVID kicked in, and we had some delays getting stuff out of China. So we've gotten a bad draw, unfortunately. But I think we're putting out good product. I definitely think that, and I think we're making some cool character choices, and hopefully people are digging what we're doing. I know that not everybody is happy, but not everybody can be happy. So, but I think the Jumbo line is definitely going to another level now, and we are definitely going to do some more vintage characters for those people who want to complete their original vintage figure collection.
Yeah, because these look amazing, and the fact that you guys are also tackling some of the newer characters in this Jumbo line.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, like, you guys have a certain line, or I mean, do you guys have like plans for more characters of the newer, like, besides the original trilogy?
I forget who. Well, I do know a couple that are coming up. I probably shouldn't announce any of them here. No offense.
Oh,
but,
no. You don't have to.
But we're definitely going to do more modern TV stuff for sure. So yeah, more like the Mandalorian. If you can think of other characters that fit into that sort of like, starring role kind of stuff, we're gonna do more like that. So, I'm pretty excited about one of them. We haven't shown it off yet. I think we might show it off in October. I'm not 100% sure. We've got one coming out September 16th. Now that I think about it, so there'll be a pre-order on September 16th for another modern TV character. And then another one, hopefully in October, but I'm not sure if we're going to go back to back on them.
Yeah. By the way, there's been such a resurgence of love for the concept stuff by Ralph McQuarrie.
Yeah, I love this.
Especially this. So, this is definitely going to be a review coming up. So, guys, stay tuned. But can you tell us more about the robe or the cape, in terms of the material?
It's pretty much the same material that you would find on a vintage figure. It's a vinyl.
Okay.
And I guess they are technically removable. I think we showed them removable. I'm not sure if that was just to show off the figure, but I'm assuming they come off like the old robes. I haven't had a chance to play with my. I'm always reluctant to open them up, but I haven't played with my concept Vader yet. I don't have a lot of them. I've only got a few. Somebody was very kind enough to gift me a Akbar at Celebration, who's one of my favorite characters. So I have him hanging on my wall, but I haven't busted open. And I've got Mando right here, but I haven't busted open my my Vader yet. In case people weren't sure how big these were. This is how big.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's got the cape, and this cape doesn't come off because it's around his neck as opposed to his arms. But I think the ones around the arms, depending on the shoulder pad placement, do come off. So yeah, I'm as someone who only has a few vintage figures and only had like one growing up. I only had Akbar growing up, but I'm a growing vintage fan, and so I get a kick out of the big guys.
Yeah, and that's one thing too. It's like I didn't have. Well, I was poor, so my parents never really bought me a lot of figures. So that's why I'm kind of making up for it now as an adult. But yeah, the vintage line is really cool, and the fact that you're offering it and allowing not only the new collectors to pick something up like this, but also the older collectors who are big, huge vintage fans to get like a bigger jumbo size version of their favorite vintage toys growing up as kids. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool. All right, so let's talk about, I know people are waiting for this, the gallery diorama Knights of the Old Republic Bastila Shan. People are going nuts, Zach, for this this line, this IP, the Knights of the Old Republic. Could you tell us more about this, this line, and will you guys be tackling more characters out of it?
I'm not sure what our video game plans are, but I believe that we are able to offer these PVC dioramas specifically because they're video game properties. So I expect to see more of them in the future.
Yes.
Nice.
Please,
The gallery
Zach.
dioramas, normally we offer those through shopdisney.com. We have certain rights with shopdisney.com that we don't have with specialty stores. So we were able to do Darth Vader gallery and Mando gallery and Boba Fett gallery. But for specialty, for regular comic shops, we're doing this Knights of the Old Republic. I don't know for sure what's coming up, but I'm fairly certain we're going to see more.
Nice.
Well, do you want us to? What do we have to do to make sure that you make more characters out of this line? Should we
Revan.
Revan,
Malgus.
Malik. Can you do all of the Knights of the Old Republic characters from like not only the video games but from also the MMORPG? Because it's just one of those things that Knights of the Old Republic. I don't know why. Like Disney is not tackling that era. The Ebon Hawk crew, yes. Zach, if you tell us what you need us to do. We'll grab our pitchforks. Sean will fly to wherever. He's from South Carolina. He's gonna fly to wherever to make this happen. Because when we first saw this, I posted up in our Sitcast group. We were just like, oh my gosh, finally a company that's actually tackling the Knights of the Old Republic line.
Excellent. That's great to hear. I know that orders have been strong on our site, and if they're strong through the retailers, then I'm sure that it'll be a no-brainer for us to tackle some more.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of
pitchforks. No need to storm anything.
Just let us know.
Yeah.
How about lightsabers? Should we bring our lightsabers? We'll do anything. Whatever you want us to do, because this, first of all, the sculpt in this is amazing, and the fact that this is only $80 to be fooled again. I actually thought that this is one of your premier statues, and the fact that this is $80 is just mind blowing.
Yeah. You got a lot of positive chatter in the community about this one. So Knights of the Old Republic, definitely a way to go. Even if you don't do a ton of them, if you do the main characters.
Take that back.
Well, I'm trying to look out for their budget.
No, just put it all out, because you know what, it's a great price point. It will sell. Yeah. It will sell. And I think the fact that looking at this dynamic pose on this Bastila Shan, and the fact that you actually went with a side character and not the main character is kind of tells you a lot, and how popular it's getting. It's just pretty cool. Revan would be cool. Malik, oh my gosh, everyone from the Ebon Hawk. If you do decide to make it Ebon Hawk, hey, count me in. Just go crazy. It just, what it is. It's one of the best Star Wars games ever made, and the fact that there isn't a lot of collectibles from that video game line is just baffling. Because I remember I'm 42, I was 21, 22 playing this game. Is 20 years old, and it's still the best Star Wars game I've ever played. And the fact that we, like I said, never got any collectibles out of it is just mind-blowing.
Yeah, and the fact that they're remastering the game too, right, for the PS5.
Well, there's been some drama with that.
Oh, really?
The original studios, I don't know, kind of like it got scrapped. But I think there is another studio that is picking it up and actually going to continue the project. So hopefully, it didn't get delayed too long. But this is great. So besides your website, where else can collectors pick this up?
We offer all of our regular, non-exclusive pieces through the previews catalog from Diamond Comics. Okay. So if you know a store that orders comic books or orders toys from Diamond Comics, then you should be able to order it. Hopefully the store is cool and lets you order stuff. You know, if you have like a pull box or something like that, let you order specific items. You know, they some have, you know, specific, you know, rules or regulations, but you should be able to order it through them. And also, you know, we're not the only online retailer that sells it. You know, you should be able to find it other places. I don't know if it's on Amazon yet. I think somebody mentioned recently that they couldn't find it there, so it may not be there yet. But orders through our website are guaranteed if you're a member of the Premier Guild. So if you're a member of that, then you should definitely order from there, because it won't get canceled if they sell out. So online retailers that carry collectibles and retailers that sell collectibles and comics.
Well, here you go. Logan Klang is already giving you the list of things that being Nihilist, Treya, all these characters, give it to us and we'll buy it. And then one thing too about ordering through Gentle Giant directly is that you get rewards points. Now, if we sign up for the guild membership, do we get does the 15% off apply to this order?
I think there are certain coupons you can use for pre-orders and certain ones you can't. I'm not sure about this particular one. But if you have the free shipping, it does qualify for whenever it ships. And you definitely earn rewards points. I think if you're a Premier Guild member, I think you get extra rewards points than if you're not a member. I could be wrong about that. I don't think we changed the rules this year, but there may have been some slight differences from previous years.
Yeah, and then so with the membership, you pay the membership, and then to get the free shipping, get the select with the with the membership.
Yeah, that's correct? a separate thing. Yeah.
Okay. Also, we were talking about Kenobi earlier, so just definitely want to tackle some of the new Kenobi collectibles that you guys are offering. I think I told you in not Celebration, San Diego Comic-Con, that this the sculpt on this mini bus looks pretty good. Looks really good, actually, should I say?
Yeah, it does.
So, will there be more Kenobi characters in the mini bus form?
We are going to be offering a new one on September 16th, which is a character from Kenobi. We offered the Darth Vader first for busts, and the ObiWan statue, and then those were on display at the show. And then we did now we're doing the Vader statue and the Kenobi bust. And the Vader statue was at the show. The Kenobi bust was not. Only the Kenobi statue. But next we're gonna do another bust based on somebody from that show. And we did a statue of the Purge Trooper before both of these. I think that was the first Obi-Wan product we offered.
Yeah.
Definitely a new one on the 16th. I don't think I'm allowed to announce it.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
But there will be a new character from Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, you definitely captured the exact look Vader had, or pose he had when he was fighting Kenobi. It's my favorite pose because he was kicking Kenobi's butt.
Yeah, this looks great though. It really does.
It really does. Yeah. It does. It really looks
good.
Got
the red tint on his eyes, on his mask, and it looks really good right there. Yeah, it looks nice.
Looks really good. Let's see what else. And then Ahsoka. I guess the exclusive got sold out. And that's one thing about Ahsoka, is that it's one of the most popular characters in all of Star Wars universe, and the fact that you guys are tackling it. I think the half scale one got sold out, correct?
Yes, the half scale one definitely sold out. We did an animated style one that might still be available. A 1/7 scale, because we have the 1/7 scale bust that we do for animated style, and then we have the 1/6 that are more realistic. So even if it's from the cartoon, we'll do a realistic take on it for the 1/6 scale, like that one right there, the hooded one. Okay. So we did an animated style one with their 2 lightsabers, and before that we did a 1/6 uncloaked that was uncloaked, and that one sold out very quickly. That was one of the ones that was offered before we took over in 2019. And we do have a milestone statue, 1/6 scale statue coming up that it's partnered with a Darth Maul 1/6. Right now, I don't think we're limiting it to. If you order the Darth Maul 1/6, then you're first in line to order the 1/6 Ahsoka.
Okay.
So you get first dibs if you order the Darth Maul, and then the Master Guild members, and then the Apprentice Guild members, and then the general public will have to order the Ahsoka. So that's another good reason to be part of the Premier Guild. Also another good reason to order that Darth Maul, which is a really, really great piece. I don't know if it's here on display.
I don't think so, because I tried looking for it earlier. I could be wrong. It might be somewhere, but I couldn't find it. But just going back to
it might be down right now because we're actually processing pre-orders right now. I think it arrived, and now we're getting ready to ship it out. So that might be why it's not up there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So I think I told you this one I told you in Celebration.
Yeah,
you guys are killing.
Yeah,
you guys are killing it with the Leia sculpts.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are doing. Who's your sculptor for Leia? But he or she's doing an amazing job. This is definitely a must-have for me. No one's done like a Bausch statue. Can you tell us more about this premier collection statue?
Yeah, it's got the interchangeable right arm, so it can be holding the thermal detonator, or it can be holding the helmet. And it's got the interchangeable head, so it can be unmasked or masked. I think it's is it 200 or is it 175? I forget.
It's 200.
Just because it comes with the extra parts, probably.
Yeah.
It's a really great piece. I forget who sculpted this one. We don't often put credits on the Star Wars stuff, just contractual thing. But he did a really great job, and it might be the same person who did the other couple of Leias we put out. The Endor bust with her with the blaster, which is really nice, and the A New Hope Leia sitting in the cell block.
Yeah, that's a great statue.
Yeah, those
But didn't Anthony get that?
Yeah, Anthony's got it.
One of our Sean's friends, or our friends, picked that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to see that in person. It's like the pictures really don't do it justice until you get it in person. The pictures still look good, but when you see it in person, it's so much better.
Excellent. That's great to hear.
Yeah, but look at that. That looks good. Sean, time to be enabled.
I know, right?
Do it with me. But yeah, this looks good. I'm definitely down for this, Zach. This is beautiful.
Great.
It's a beautiful piece, and then I'll show everyone the Endor one where this one's a nice one too. It's a mini bust.
Yeah, that looks good. The Leia's down. They got Leia's look.
Yeah, not a lot of collectible companies can get their the likeness down for Princess Leia, but you guys have seriously nailed it. So one thing also is the Rebels line that I'm loving. I did a review on the mall. See this right here? Let me just zoom in on this. I did a review. Oh, come on, guys. Look at that.
Yeah, that looks good.
In the beginning of my video, I was like, Kenobi!
I know,
put that clip because, my gosh, he's like the New England Patriots, right? Or the New York Yankees. It's just like you just want to hate him, but he's so good at what he does. Because I'm more of a dark side guy, Zach. So I'm like, Kenobi, So like I said, Zach, you love this line. That will there be more? I don't know if I think you completed the team. I'm not sure.
I don't think we've completed the team yet. At San Diego, we showed off a realistic 1/6 version of Zeb.
I'm trying to look for him here.
He's not here yet. We haven't solicited him yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But
there's Kanan. Yeah.
Kanan Jarrus. These are all Kanan and Zeb, and we did a Hera as an exclusive a few years back.
Yeah.
And Ezra. Those are all 1/6 scale, more realistic takes on the characters. But we do also offer 1/7 scale, more animated style takes, which is what that Darth Maul was. And we have we've got a Hera and Chopper 2-pack coming up. That's that 1/7 scale animated style.
Oh, really?
And yeah. I don't know if she's up here. I would think she would be. She should be.
Oh wait, yeah. Sorry. I think here it is. I thought that. Okay, I thought I saw it.
Yeah, that's the animated style one with Chopper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've done an animated style Zeb yet, but
that'll be cool too because
yeah,
he's got that look.
We'll see how the 1/6 scale one does, and then we'll probably work him in somewhere down the line.
Yeah, and like I said before, very affordable. I mean, you're getting technically 2 characters for like $120, and not a lot of like companies tackling the Rebels line. So I did say in my review, if it's so easy to complete the line with Gentle Giant, you could get the team without like sacrificing like your kids or anything, to buy the line. So I know, Sean, you picked this one up, correct?
Yeah, I've got that one on pre-order. Yeah, I'm ready for that. It looks so good. Base is good. Yeah, just love the way the pose, the way he's looking off into the distance, and just the scarf. Is that a scarf? I guess we would call it underneath his neck.
I don't know what to call it. It's like a neck scarf.
Yes.
It's like a turtleneck, right?
Yeah, like a turtleneck. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's sculpted very well. Yeah, that's a great piece.
So are these like scan off? Like, I mean, do you guys sculpt these, right? Like, this is a sculptor that does these too. Sculpted. Here we go.
I'm not sure how much scanned digital data we use for these. Okay. I don't believe we use a lot. We might have done it for the Stormtrooper, the New Hope Stormtrooper bust.
Yeah.
But I'm not 100% sure about that. I believe they're all sculpted from the base up.
The base up.
But I could be wrong.
But one thing, it says here, it was sculpted by Joe Mena.
Yes, Joe Mena is a very talented sculptor who, in addition to working for us, does work for the U.S. Mint, if you believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really? Wow. And one thing with these is one thing with collectors too. The number one problem that we have is, you'll be surprised, it's not really like money, it's real estate, and the fact that these are so easy to collect, doesn't take up too much room, real estate friendly, and you could this is one of my favorite lines that you guys are doing.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, I have the Mandalorian, the pre-Beskar Mandalorian.
Okay.
I have the Kylo Ren.
Wasn't there an all-black version of that?
Yes, yeah. I don't see it on the website, Zach.
The all-black Boba Fett, the War of the Bounty Hunters Boba Fett.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one we probably sold out of. So that was for a free comic book day one year. We made the same number. We made 1,000, but it's so cool looking that it sold out. I want us to do, like, every Boba Fett that we've made, I want us to paint black because it'd just be badass.
Hell yeah.
So, but that one I'm pretty sure sold out.
Yeah, I love this.
Look at the Yoda. Yeah.
Yeah, the Yoda is great. Yoda's a really nice piece with the base that looks like
yes, I love that.
We just shipped the New Hope's Luke Skywalker Red 5, which is a really nice one as well.
Yeah, and the one thing I love about these half scale busts is that the base, it's so unique and so it's so theme oriented. Like like you got the Yoda's like hut, as the base.
Yeah.
I think for the pre-Beskar Mandalorian, you had a piece of the rifle, the M-Band rifle, the pulse rifle, as the base, which is pretty cool, and that's so unique, and it makes the collectible, more cool looking. And then I love this Padme, by the way.
That's the thing. You don't have many Padme collectibles out there.
Yeah. Will you be doing a Queen Amidala?
We're doing a Senator Amidala in the animated style line, and she'll be offered on the 16th as well. But it's we showed it at San Diego. It's her in her senatorial robes,
Okay.
not a Queen Amidala. I think they did one a while, like before we took over.
Oh, really? I must have
Queen
missed it.
Amidala bust. I could be wrong, but it'd certainly be cool to do another one because she had so many outfits and they're all so awesome.
Yeah, there's the Red 5.
This is the Red 5.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool looking one.
Yeah,
and
looks
it's the
good.
X-wing base is really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Look at that. See, that's what I love about this these half scale busts. You know,
Yeah, that looks really good.
that's wow, and it's got R2. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool if you guys do like a Queen Amidala. I know a lot of people don't really have a lot of Queen Amidala collectibles in their collection.
Yeah.
I saw an unboxing of this, so I'm assuming this Rebels Vader mini bus is coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, it should be pretty soon, I think. We did an exclusive for the website, which was him with the broken mask. So I'm not sure if one came in before the other, but I believe one or both should be arriving pretty soon.
Okay. And how's this one not sold out? By the way, I saw this in the Light and Magic documentary. They showed
really?
like how they showed how he was supposed to look. This was a concept. I think wasn't this Sean, could me correct me if I'm wrong, or the chat, isn't it sculpted by Doug Chang, or is it
Was it Doug?
I mean,
Chang?
that sculpted, was it Doug Chang? Or who did the concept art for this?
I can't remember if Marcel's in the chat. Marcel, I think he knows, because when we were talking about his art print, he gave us the history on the concept of it. Marcel, if you're listening, chime in.
Yeah, or Logan. I think Logan knows.
Oh, Logan's got it. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was Logan. If you could let us know. But yeah, no, these are, like I said, the half scale. One thing about Gentle Giant guys is that they're always improving. I mean, you could see the progression of their collectibles throughout the past couple of years. I mean, just look at Bo-Katan. So like such a dynamic pose, really captures the exact look she had in the show. And I'm surprised this is not sold out yet.
This one just arrived, but it's a really great piece. I expect it to do well. Technically, this one is based on her appearance in the animated series, but a realistic take on it. We are doing another one that's based on the TV show, the Mando season 2, where she's got the helmet off, so you can see the likeness, and she's holding her helmet under her arm. That one's real nice too. That one's going to be a milestone, a 1/6 scale. This one is 1/7 scale. This one's a premiere collection.
Yeah, I love the pose on it.
Yeah.
I love how the thrusters separate and then but also sort of reflect each other. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are. I gotta do
so much to choose from.
I know. It's like this is what I'm gonna do, Zach.
I declare bankruptcy!
Yeah, I mean, there's more. I mean, Sean, is there anything that you would want them to tackle? I mean, I feel like they're tackling everything.
I don't know. They cover a pretty good spectrum. I mean, you've got Rebels, you've got the original trilogy. I mean, Mando. I mean, you guys, like I said, you guys have a fantastic selection.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what fan or, a lot of it, like we're older, so the OT is what I'm, I gravitate toward, but you've got something for everybody, which is nice.
Yeah. It's like, if you're a mini bus collector, you got like all these characters that's coming out. If you're a milestone statue collector, you got the milestone. I love the half scale bus. Those are amazing. And it's cool looking too, because it has the cool looking base.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about that Leia, in the cell, on the bottom left. Yeah,
I'm still surprised it's still there.
Yeah, man, that's a great piece.
It was sold out. It was sold out in a lot of like retailers.
Yeah, I really like that.
Right, Zach? This is like, if you go to entertainment, I forgot who was carrying it. It's like everywhere it was sold out.
I'm pretty sure it's sold out at the main warehouse, so retailers can't order anymore. But I think we have a few left at
Nice.
the store warehouse.
Well, you saw it
Yeah.
in person too, right, Sean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's like I said, like this looks great here. I would buy it, but seeing it in person now, I want it. Like it looks really good.
and it just captures that like iconic look she had when when they're trying to save her, like Luke and Han, right?
Aren't
Like
you a
the
little
walk.
short for a stormtrooper?
Yeah, exactly. You got the
Yeah.
mouse droid.
Yeah, that's a nice piece.
Is it
And
mouse
to go
droid?
to go along with it, we actually have a Han Solo Stormtrooper milestone statue where it's got
Oh,
interchangeable heads. You can have it helmeted or unhelmeted, and we're gonna do a Luke as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
well, funny that you bring Han, right? Any projects in the future involving Han Solo, like or-
Yeah. We we have a couple in the works right now. I guess we have the milestone. We have a jumbo of him in Stormtrooper outfit, which I think was the Premier Guild exclusive gift last year.
okay.
And we are working on another piece. I think it's going to be a 1/7 scale piece, since we just did the 1/6. But we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure where in production it is, where in development it is.
Yeah. I don't know if you've been getting a lot of feedback, Zach, but the Mandalorian like Premier Collection statues have been great. Like especially
Yeah.
the pose. It's
I like this one. I'm looking forward to the one with Grogu in the side bag. It should be pretty cool.
That one's shipping pretty soon, correct?
I think it should be coming out pretty soon. Let's see.
And the CAD. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much. Oh, here you go, Han Solo, and here it is. This is the one.
Yeah. 40th anniversary.
40th anniversary. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm trying to look for the other one. Did I miss it? Well,
No,
there's
it's
the Cad
the
Bane.
40th anniversary. That's weird.
There's Cad Bane.
Oh, it's the 40th anniversary of Diamond Comics. That's why it was done for the Diamond Comics 40th anniversary
Okay.
celebration that we're doing. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
confused for a second. Forgot about it. I forgot that we offered that one as part of the 40th anniversary.
Oh, this is sold out. Oh,
Yeah, it looks great.
It might be the exclusive version with Toto
Tonto.
360.
Toto. Yeah, Toto.
Mm.
Yeah, because I put it in our group that it was back in stock, but then I guess it's sold out now.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it means people
that-
are waiting for it. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's
it's a
cool.
great piece.
Oh, Jumbo
There's
Mall.
Darth Maul, yeah.
Oh,
He's gonna come. He's
Sean.
gonna come with a lightsaber, and I believe my understanding is that it's a double extending blade lightsaber.
Oh, really? Old school,
Yeah.
like double.
Yeah, that's my understanding. That's
little
what I've been told.
double
I've seen
telescope.
designs for it. Yeah, double telescoping. Right.
Nice. That's cool. I
Sean.
love Darth Maul too. So
Sean.
yeah, I might have to
gotta
get
do
that one. Yeah. Yeah, I love the concept Vader. I love the jumbo figures too. Especially like you said, the original, the old school figures. Like I love that X-Wing Luke jumbo figure you have.
Yeah, that's gonna come with a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, that just reminds me of my childhood playing with that figure so much.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, finally, a company that actually did Mace Windu.
And it looks great.
And it looks amazing. Well,
And
I
a
don't know why one of the most powerful Jedis out there, and you can't buy a collectible.
And a
I mean,
headless
he was-
Django.
Yeah, and the headless Django, of course. And it's people were saying it's like, oh, well, how come I don't see? I think I'm trying to find a picture where you could see like the bottom of his helmet. I know some people are like, well, I don't see a head in there. Well, if you paid attention to the movie, when he got his head cut off, you could see like the head flying off the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
why, like when Boba like picked it up, there's like no head that fell out of it. So, but yeah, this is great, Zach. And one thing about, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Seriously, it means a lot. We're so happy that you came on
Yes.
the live stream and
Yes.
talked about all these amazing products. I feel like I'm like overwhelmed. I'm like, because I kind of did it like the way I was doing before. If I was searching your website, I'll kind of like try to be like, okay, I want the original trilogy. I'll check that out. Okay, here it is. But then when I did it under Star Wars, I didn't realize like how much you guys have, and then there's more too.
Yeah, there's so much. And it's great to have you on too, because we get to educate the listeners and also educate ourselves, because there's so much that like we didn't know about, and it's just great to have you on to learn about this.
No, it's
Yeah.
great to be on. I appreciate it. Anything that allows me to talk to you guys and also all the people out there and let them know what's going on and what's coming up.
Yeah, that's great.
So I know you've been talking about September 16th. Is that Force Friday? Because it seems to be a special date. That's why I'm like, I know you say, oh, September 16th for this, and so.
Well, we announce at least 3 or 4 new Star Wars products a month, and we do that when the new Diamond Comics previews catalog comes out.
Oh, okay.
So the next catalog drops its digital data on the 16th. The catalog will come out later in the month, in time for October. It's the October catalog, but September 16th, all that information should come out, and the pre-orders will go up, and you'll be able to order them. So, yeah, we just dropped some stuff on August 19th was the last one we did. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We just drop a bunch of pre-orders once a month. Sometimes we'll do special one-off web exclusives or 40th anniversary exclusives or something like that. But for the most part, they all come out one day in the month.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, now we're talking with this mini bus. Oh, yeah. But that's one thing too. Zach, is that like, well, first of all, I thought it was Force Friday because remember it used to be a thing like Force Friday in September, right before like the movie comes out or any type of show, and they would release like Toys R Us. Well, rest in peace, Toys R Us. But Toys R Us would have like like an event happening, and then when people go crazy trying to like grab the newest like Star Wars figures. Yeah. So I thought it was like an event like that, but no, it's cool that you're dropping a lot of products on a certain date, and you guys are seriously killing it. You're like one of the underrated companies out there because look how many products that we show them.
A lot.
And that is
Sean.
Guys, you have to admit, like they're killing it.
And like, affordable too.
Especially in this climate now with inflation and everything being so high, and it's getting definitely a little harder to collect Star Wars collectibles, but you got a company like Gentle Giant that is pretty much giving you characters that you would not see with any other company, i.e. Mace Windu. Can you guys tell me if there is a Mace Windu statue out there?
No,
right,
no,
Sean?
There's not even a 6-scale figure.
No,
oh, really?
not even a 6-scale figure. It's just the fact, like, I remember when you guys dropped this, I think I was in my group. I was like, finally someone recognizes Mace.
Yeah. And the sculpt's pretty good too.
Yeah,
look
at that.
You've captured his likeness.
Yeah. So, also one thing too, in the future, Zach, would Gentle Giant consider having some of these lightsabers light up at some point, or? I know I'm just asking because I love the
some light up stuff, mostly hologram stuff, but I'm not sure how it would work with the lightsabers. Certainly something we could consider. We're always looking to see how we can, improve the products and make them cooler and do special variations and additions of things. So it's entirely possible. Never say never is what my boss always says. But we'll still do the occasional light up piece, like a hologram Darth Maul from I think Solo, and we did a hologram 1/2 scale Beskar,
a Mando,
Yeah.
So those both lit up.
Yeah.
So it's not out of the realm of possibility, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm noticing a little like theme here. So you got the Padme in Geonosia, and you got Mace in Geonosia. Will there be more characters coming out of Geonosia, like Episode 2 Anakin, Kenobi?
I'm not sure. We've got a milestone
Droids.
Kenobi coming out soon from Revenge of the Sith. That's really nice. I'm trying to think. I think that one just arrived too. You might not be able to find it on the page. But I don't know of any Anakin stuff. I know that we're maybe going to focus a little bit on Return of the Jedi for the next year or so. But just because of the anniversary. But
Rancor.
Oh,
I would love a Rancor bus. We're doing a Wampa bus. I want a Rancor bus.
Oh, Wampa bus is cool.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, we showed it at Celebration. We didn't bring it to San Diego, but it's a really nice piece. I don't know how much it's going to cost. It's definitely going to be more expensive than our regular busts, but it's a really beautiful piece.
Yeah. Well, first off, I just want to say thank you, Zach, from the bottom of our hearts for hopping on the show and talking to us and getting us more excited about all your products that you're releasing. And if you could let the powers that be, let them know that we want more Knights of the Republic. And just let them know, give them a warning. If there is no more characters, there's going to be a lot of pitchforks and lightsabers out their door.
Okay, all right.
But no, and then thank you. You guys are killing it. You guys keep improving, keep putting out characters that we want as Star Wars fans and collectors, because that's what we're missing sometimes. But other companies are like, oh, I wish they would do this. I wish they would do that, and they don't. And it'll be like forever, to get something like a Mace Windu or a Padme. So thank you again from all of us.
Yes,
you're welcome.
Collecting community. And guys, thank you for definitely listening, watching. Please check out GentleGiant.com. Also check out Diamond Select Toys. So for all these amazing products and figures, this is not the last time we're going to see Zach. Hopefully he had a good time and we could bring him back.
Get him back.
Get him back and, get us enabled again.
I'm happy to come back anytime. Just to make sure it's GentleGiantLTD.com.
Oh, LTD. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. went to the right place, because I think GentleGiant.com is a moving company.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Here, I put it on the in the live chat. Also,
excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, and it looks like the Premier Guild is so worth it. Especially
getting some cool stuff.
Oh my gosh, that concept!
I know. I keep staring at it.
And the reason why I brought the lights, the light up feature, Zach, is because this looks like it's lit up here, even though it might not be. But it just, obviously brings it to a different level. But yeah, so cool. Thank you again, Zach, and thank you again to the chat. And we'll be back again next week for another episode of the Sithcast podcast. And for the people tuning in from the Paradox Nerd channel, all these products that we talked about, some of them I'm definitely going to be doing a review on. I have one in the back already that I am getting ready to shoot a video off. So definitely look at this weekend. I'm going to be putting out a lot of reviews. I got my new camera, so obviously you can see it's definitely sharper than what I've been kind of using.
Yeah, it looks good
recently. So hopefully, just the best way to capture some of these pieces. So thank you again for listening, watching. And always remember to do what you love what you collect, and may the midichlorians be with you guys always and forever. Take care, everyone.
See ya.
Another one in the book, Sean. Another one in the books.
A good one, too.
A good one, too.
Dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.